Hi and welcome to Green DIY. Today here I'll be showing you my solar panel setup. Right now I have three 15-watt solar panels from Harbor Freight, and I have it mounted on this little wooden stand made of 2x3s, and I painted it white just to make it look a little bit better. And what you can do with the way I have it set up, if I ever wanted to put my battery and inverter out here, I could put it on a Rubbermaid container and put all the batteries and inverters and everything I need to and house it outside if I wanted to run power outside. Then I'll show you around back here. What I got is I got this junction box, and all three wires run into the front of that junction box and it attaches onto some Remax, and from the Remax it comes down this liquid conduit into another junction box down there. And then from that junction box, it goes through this tube and then up this way, and it all ties into this junction box. And then I have it going up behind that gutter and into that window in there. That's my room, and I'll show you the rest of the components inside. Alright, well, we're inside now. I'll just show you really quick what I got going on here. This is the solar panels coming in. Goes into the back of this charge controller, where you can see it goes in where it says solar panels. And basically what this charge controller does is it keeps the batteries from being overcharged and cuts out after the battery hits 3.5 volts. And then from the charge controller, you can see from this wire here, it goes into the battery. And I have another video showing how I made this battery box, but what I basically did was I have two wires on the terminals, and they go to this switch here, and then from this switch I have it hooked up to this cigarette outlet here, that right there, and my inverter just plugs right into there, comes up here, and this is just like a car inverter. It's 125 watts, but that's fine for now because that's all I only have two lights and a computer that I'm charging right now. And basically when I hit the switch, that light comes on and you can hear the inverter turn on. And then from the inverter, it goes through this cord into this power strip, and then there's two extension cords on it, and from those two extension cords it goes through there under my bed, and behind here you can see there's a power cord there with two outlets on it, and it just basically comes over to this light. And this light right now is on solar panel or solar power. And then you come back over here, there's the other extension cord. It goes over here and over to this wiring mess over here, but it comes out of there. There's another two outlets there. One goes to my lamp there and one goes to my computer, and that's a 65-watt computer, so I can run it for a little while on that after a full day of charging, and then I could use that light, and then I just showed you the other light. And yeah, that's basically it. The kit came with two other lights. Here, I'll show you up here. Oops. It came with two lights, these two 12-volt lights, and I use those sometimes. I have it set up so I have a little sticky on the ceiling, and I can hang the lights from that. And it basically, if we ever have a power outage and I'm trying to save the battery bank, these are only 5 watts, so I can light up my room pretty good with that if I'm trying to save power. And then I have this here. This also came with it, and it basically, I can charge a bunch of stuff with it if I want to. I have this USB charger for my phone that I use. And then I recommend, if you ever get this set, to definitely get one of these. It's a kilowatt meter, and basically what it does is you plug this side into the wall and your device right here, and up here it will tell you watts, volts, and a bunch of other information. And by setting it on watts, you can tell how many watts you're pulling and how long you could use different items for. And what I forgot to show you was down here, what I got is you can hit this. It says 13.1 on the charge controller. And I have this little piece of paper over here that I just got on Google Images. And you can see it says 12 volt battery. And that's state of charge, the percent over here. And 12 volt battery, like what voltage it's at. So I just said on here it was 13.1. So it's more than 100% charged. And that's a good chart to use because you can see, if you're trying to save power, you can see where you're at and how much you're pulling and all that stuff. And yeah, that's basically it. This is a 12 volt system. And these are some of the outlets on the charge controller. Get two 12 volts, a 9, 6, 3, and 5 volt. And you can plug a bunch of things into there and it pulls it straight from the battery, so it works out pretty good. If you have any questions or comments, please just let me know. I'll get back to you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.